Whew. If I doubted Lucky's fish story, all I'd have to do is take a look at these clothes.
Can that wait?
Well, not unless I want the house to start smelling like a cannery.
Did something happen while we were gone?
Sonny came by.
What did he want?
He was very polite, even apologetic, but the upshot of it was he wanted to know whether or not I had fingered him to anybody.
Meaning?
Your guess is as good as mine. Obviously, someone is suspicious. And with all the mayhem, is it any wonder?
He should know you better than that.
He also knows where I have been with all of this lately, and he thought I might have inadvertently let something slip.
Like what?
Exactly. I told him I don't know anything, and I don't. I said the same thing to Mac Scorpio.
Mac?
Yeah, I've been sort of popular lately.
What's his angle?
He's worried about Robin's connection to Sonny through Stone. And he didn't believe me when I told him that I had never directly asked you about Sonny's life outside the club.
Why didn't you?
Could you have told me the truth?
Yes.
And then what?
I don't know.
Well, you've made your choices. And so have I.
What is this? Wait a minute. I'm back 2 minutes and you want to pick a fight?
You asked me what happened while you were gone, and I told you. Is that picking a fight?
No, you're right. It isn't, because it takes two people to fight. And you won't even risk that kind of connection with me. What are you doing? Are you just revving up to push me out of my house again with a clear conscience?
I almost wish that we could fight about this. Just like Bobby and Tony. But there's no point in fighting when something is hopeless.
Let's fight. Let's have a good fight. If that'll help, if that'll do it, let's fight.
No.
What do you want? Tell me.
What I want and what's possible are two very different things.
How do you know until you try?
After all these years.
Let me try to adapt.
Look what happened to your sister when she tried to be what Tony wanted her to be.
That's totally different. Tony made Bobby up. Right now he's trying to sort out his fantasy from who the real woman really is. You know me inside out.
I love you for who and what you are.
And I don't hear a past tense.
No, now and always.
Well, I feel the same way. So let's work with that.
If we could turn back the clock and be carefree and childless again. And if that meant never creating Lucky or Leslie and Blue, would we choose that?
That's a hell of a choice.
Thank God we don't have to make it. But we do have to live with it.
Well, I'll be damned if I will, Laura. Our children's well-being is not your exclusive domain, darling. Now, I was just for 2 weeks out in the woods with our firstborn, and he didn't come back with one emotional or physical scar.
You're an exceptional father, Luke. That's why you will accept this.
That's where you lose me. Lucky and I took a good, hard, straight-on look at this out there under the stars, Laura. And he knows that I don't want him following in my footsteps out of some kind of blind hero worship. He knows that, and he knows that I don't want my daughter doing that either when the time comes. But if you make me into a martyr, in his eyes, that's exactly what's going to happen.
A martyr? Is that how you see yourself?
I love my kids. I want them safe. I've done a damn good job of doing that so far, in the face of some pretty good odds. My good, decent, reliable brother-in-law couldn't stopped that school van from turning over, Laura. He couldn't save his child. Are you blaming him?
I am not blaming anyone for anything.
All right. Are you punishing him?
Oh, for God's sake, I am not going to listen to this.
Don't you think I go through hell every time I think of the bullets slamming into these walls? Don't you think I go through hell when my kid wakes up in the middle of the night with a nightmare, desperate to know that he hasn't shot and killed me? Or when you look like that, baby, I would die for you. And I would die for those kids.
That's the point. You almost have.
No, that's not the point! The point is we're all still here! And we're safe! And God knows for how long!
Doesn't make any sense, all right? If you guys love each other so much, then how can you make each other so miserable? And you're doing the exact same thing to me. Oh, see, look, now I'm making you miserable. Man, this stinks.
Truer words were never spake.
So why do this, Dad? Huh? Come on, Mom, give me an answer. Give me an answer I can understand. See, Dad says you need more time. How much? Obviously 2 weeks isn't enough. Well, tell me how much time.
I never said that it was a matter of time.
Look, yeah. So you guys don't even agree on that.
We agree on a lot. We agree you're the best thing that ever happened to us, you and Lulu. And we agree that you're the top priority.
Mom, I don't want to be the reason that you don't let Dad live with us anymore.
Sweetheart, no. Is that what you think?
Mom, it's what I hear. I mean, you're not afraid for yourself. You're afraid for me and Lou, right?
It's more complicated.
Yeah, I know it's complicated, okay? I'm not a kid. And I understand a lot more than you think. That's why I don't like being blamed as an excuse. Because that's easier than facing the truth.
And what do you think the truth is?
I don't know. You know, I don't think you know either. That's why you get so uptight when Dad tries to pin you down. And that's why you keep trying to remind Mom how you've just always managed to keep us safe. So that's not the real problem. Come on, guys. Would you just figure it out and fix it? I mean, there's never been anything you two couldn't handle if you just work together on it.
He's right. I'm going up to talk to my daughter.
I wish I could make you understand.
Go ahead, Mom. Try. There's nothing you can say, is there?
I'm so afraid that anything I say will seem like an oversimplification. Keeping you and Leslie Lou safe is not an excuse. But you're right, it's not the whole truth. I mean, not by a long shot.
I knew it.
Looky, there are a couple of things that you're going to have to just take on faith. And one of them is the love that your dad and I have for each other. It is deeper and truer and more committed than ever before. And two of the reasons for that are you and Leslie Lou. You're the good part. The best part. You did not drive us apart. You brought us closer together.
Yeah, I always thought that, though.
Well, you have very good instincts. And you should always listen to them.
Well, my instincts are saying that it's not good for Dad to be on his own. He needs us. Maybe even more than we need him, you know?
I do know.
Where's backup?
Lucky, just because your father isn't going to be around doesn't mean that he won't be a very important part of your life. And you will be an important part of his life. I promise you that.
Mom, that's another thing. This trip that we had was really fun. You know, I mean, Dad and I have so much history. Lulu doesn't have that. And if he's not around, she never will. That really makes me sad.
Me too, Lucky.
Come on.
Look, your father and I felt like we had it all for such a long time. I guess nobody gets to have it all forever. When you're young, you think that you can. And that's a good thing, too, because the world needs adventurers and risk-takers and people who just throw caution to the wind. But you see, when you get older, you take on some new responsibilities. And then you realize that you have to leave the adventuring and the risk-taking to somebody else so that you can make your own corner of the world a little bit more stable and a little bit more secure so that your children can go out and become adventurers and risk-takers in their own time.
Are you saying that Dad's not willing to stop taking risks?
He can't. Lucky, he will never be able to do that. He would shrivel up and die. I thought that I could be the anchor for this family. That I could be the cautious one for both of us. See, that's why I went to Beecher's Corners. And we both thought that the club would take care of your father's need for risk. But risk is unpredictable. And there's always an element of danger there.
Where's the danger now, Mom?
Right around the next corner, your father decides to turn.
Well, maybe he'll decide not to take that corner.
I have this image of your father with a couple of mirrors trying to see what was there and seeing the rest of the world and growing to hate me because I made him promise not to venture forth. You see? And what scares me even more is that he might send you where he could no longer go. And Lucky, if anything ever happened to you, he would never forgive himself or me, and our love for each other would be completely destroyed. And you, and Leslie Lou, everything we hold dear would be destroyed.
Come on, don't give up on him. He's working on it.
I know.
Well, that is one fine, foxy little lady. She got your smile, baby. I guess I'll head over to the club. Hey, thanks for a great 2 weeks. Next time I'll teach you to speak some moose.
All right.
I'll see you. See you later.
Soon.